In a world where memory is marketable, the past becomes a product, not something we remember, but something that remembers us back. We are sold time machines in advertisements, products drenched in imagined history to make them feel timeless, even as they're brand new. This is nostalgia weaponized, not for reflection, but for consumption. What happens when we confuse the past with a curated experience? When we believe that authenticity can be manufactured, our trust in truth erodes. The past is no longer a record, what was but an asset engineered for emotional resonance and brand loyalty. Roland Barthes called it that, has been a quality of photographs that anchors them in an undeniable past. It's not just an image, it's proof. Evidence, memory made physical. But what happens when the photograph is false? When the grainy film look or sepia tones mask digital fabrications. The paradox isn't just in the lie itself, but in how deeply we feel it. The photograph's authority comes from its claim to reality. But in the digital age, that claim is no longer bound by it. AI can now replicate Barthes, having been there, without ever having been there at all. The result, a past manufactured for the future, not as memory, but as product.
Alleging the AI giant stole trade secrets. Altman, as a bit of context here, paid $6.5 billion to acquire iPhone designer Johnny Ive's startup, and then a deep bench of former Apple executives along with it to build an AI device.
Early computers were huge, clunky things that filled rooms and barely did math right. But they laid the groundwork for everything we take for granted today.
In Technopoly, the language of machines doesn't just describe reality, it replaces it. Neil Postman warned that when technology absorbs our vocabulary, truth becomes whatever a machine can output. We no longer ask, is this true? But can it be digitized? Today's AI systems don't just generate lies. They rewrite what counts as knowledge in the first place. Just this week, Elon Musk and Sam Altman traded barbs over OpenAI's future. A battle not just about power, but about control of language itself. When AI systems can fabricate plausible histories or invent entire personas out of thin air, the very idea of memory becomes contestable. We are no longer just curating the past. We're manufacturing it for commercial and strategic advantage. In Technopoly, the victory is not in deception, but normalization. What once felt fake becomes the standard. Deepfakes become proof. Hallucinated facts pass as data. and algorithmic logic masquerades as objective truth. The past no longer resists distortion, it invites it. And so we trade authenticity for convenience, trust for performance. And history itself is reduced to a product waiting to be sold.
This modernization begins with the production of raw fiber and continues throughout all textile production, in the transportation of materials.
What if authenticity itself is just another product, curated for us to trust what we're being sold? Brands no longer rely on novelty alone, but instead wrap the future in the familiar, using the past as a label. They simulate imperfection AI. Handwriting mimics human errors to create a false sense of intimacy. Bots stutter and misspell just enough to feel real. It's not about innovation anymore. It's about convincing you it was always there. The past is no longer a record, but a performance. Algorithms now stage human inconsistency, hesitations, errors, to mimic the soul of authenticity. When AI learns to stutter on purpose or write in cursive with ink, like smudges, it's not about looking real. It's about feeling like you already know this thing before you've ever met it. The illusion is that it was always there.